Right, hello, I'm in the greenhouse today because it is pretty windy out there and I don't think the audio would be very good. I haven't got a microphone, so I'm relying on the phone to pick up audio, and in the wind it's not good. So you can see by the tree ferns there that the wind's a bit keen. So I thought I'd just do a little look at how things are doing in the greenhouse on a grey, pretty chilly Sunday afternoon. It is a little bit frustrating this time of year. I do like to sort of upload videos throughout the week in the summer, but obviously working full time in the winter, you don't really get any sunlight, so that is literally just a weekend at the moment. But anyway, so we're looking at little bits and pieces that I'm overwintering in the greenhouse. I've done, I think at the start of winter, sort of a video of what I was planning to overwinter in here and had a quick look around, but obviously since then we've had a lot more subscribers, which I'm thankful for, so thank you very much anyone who subscribed recently. Got some random stuff in the greenhouse, so we'll have a quick look, see how things are going. So we've got some seedlings we grew, I think that was around about this time last year. I got some seeds. These are Agave, the white form. I forget what the actual species is now, but yes, the really white form, quite hardy. Perii is it, I think. Yeah, as they get bigger, they get a nice, almost whitish, and they are pretty much hardy if kept dry in the UK winter. They should be okay. Yeah, just some random cactus pads I've stuck in pots, keep them dry over winter in here. Some aeoniums which I knocked off the main plant, so I stuck them in a pot, so they're starting to, hopefully they're starting to take, and we'll see how they do next year. Yeah, got some green aeoniums there as well. This is a plant I brought a little while back, Eucalyptus baby blue, which is like a dwarf, really blue eucalyptus. I think it's only supposed to get around 10 foot, so it's quite a manageable size. These have been neglected at the back here, but these are all date palms, Phoenix dactylifera, the edible date palms. They are overrun with weeds, but they've been kept bone dry over winter. Obviously this is an unheated greenhouse, so it's pretty cold in here. Obviously I don't think I'd get below freezing, but that's cool. I mean, it is double glazed, but it's still, without the heating, and it doesn't really get much sun in the winter here. Where it's situated, it gets full sun in the summer, roasting hot, but in the winter it's really only good for overwinter and hardy stuff. But anyway, yeah, so these are all edible date palms, albeit full of weeds and grass, but again, I'd rather leave that as it is in the winter in case there's any slugs in that. They'd attack something softer rather than the actual strap leaves of the palms. So we have got loads of these palms. If I drop down the shelf here, we've got loads more here. These are the ones at the top. These are ones I done last year, so they're literally only 1 or 2 leaf seedlings. And these will be the ones from the year before, so you can see they're most of them on 3 or 4 leaves, all doing quite well. I don't mind the cold as long as they're kept dry. They're happy with that. Obviously they're not growing, but I don't know, makes for a hardier palm at the end of the day. Again, various cactus and agaves just overwintering in here just to keep them dry. Big Ionian there in a pot. I've got the Schefflera, well, it's an indoor house plant really. That's one I was fed up. I didn't really like it that much indoors, so I take its chances out here over winter, and that seems absolutely fine. Harder than you think, them ones. Obviously, I've got a small fan there running all the time just to circulate the air. Got some of the cordyline seedlings I grew last year from a big plant in the back garden here. Another agave, a pup that I took off my bigger plant outside there. What else we got? A couple of avocados here, grown from seeds. These are just over a year old. I've done them late summer 2020. So yeah, say about a year and a half old. Grown quite well. The pot's right down there. Got quite a long, I wouldn't say trunk, but a stem. It's not really hardened off yet. Obviously the leaves not doing so well at the bottom there. This is, again, I'll keep this bone dry over winter. So not really a hardy tree, but we've got a couple there anyway. This one's looking probably a bit better. So yeah, in a year and a half there, a good 2.5 foot. So they've done okay. This is a aloe. I think it's, don't know if I've got I don't remember the name offhand. It's a sort of half hardy one, but I won't go risk it. But this is one I'm gonna put out next year in the garden somewhere. More cordylines from seed. Just a random cactus behind there. Along the bottom here we've got, again, loads of cordylines from seed here. Got that nice variegated fats here I got the other week, which I thought I'd just keep in here, keep the worst of the frosts off it for now. Some really nice variegation on that. More cordylines. I've got a lot of my canna divisions I done at the end of the year last year. So I potted them up, just keep an air frost tree, and hopefully in the next month or so, when it starts to warm, we'll start seeing some movement on them. Yeah, I've got quite a few. I mean, I've got some in here, some wrapped up in the garden, and some in another area of the garden as well, tucked up to the house. So I've got quite a few canna divisions, and we'll see. These are all pretty sort of solid species of canna, so I've never had any problem overwintering them. Most of them I obviously do leave them in the ground, but when you lift them to divide them, I do tend to divide them at least every other year, so they seem to grow a bit stronger. If you're just leaving a big clump, that sort of almost strangles itself after a while. You just want to keep dividing them out to get the bigger plants. This is interesting. This is a Pedicites palmatum, and they started to pop up. This is one actually I dug out of the lawn last year. They do spread, and there's only a tiny little sort of root. I didn't know if that would do anything, but yeah, that's new to me. It's the first time I've seen this come up. So it's obviously strange. They normally put up a flower spike first, which if I put that down, you can see here's like a little flower spike that normally comes up first, and then the leaves themselves. But that's got a leaf on that already. And yeah, I've got a. By the looks of it, another one coming here as well. So other than that weeds in there, but you can see again, very small plant at the moment, but obviously warm enough for it to start off. So we'll see how they do in the spring. Yeah, just a little fancy there, standard green I bought last year, reduced £1. And comparing that to one that's self-seeded in the garden. Last year I dug out, that was I don't know, about a foot away from the mother plant. Must have dropped seeds the year before, and yeah, that's self-seeded. So again, more cannas at the top here, tubers, and we've got a couple of T-Rex pups. Obviously there's no movement on them yet, but we'll see in the next few weeks if we start getting any new growth on them. So we've got another Phoenix Dectalifera there. That is probably one that's, I don't know, at least 4 years old, so they take a while to actually start going pinnate. Actually, it take a while the way I treat them, because they're not heated through the winter. So again, these might be a year or so old, and then from a year strap leaf seedling to that, yeah, a good 3 or 4 years. So they're not the quickest, but I guess they're like Phoenix Canariensis, where they'll get to a certain size and they start to take off. Again, got some more edible date palms down there. The purple aloe there, which is totally green through the winter, but that turns sort of a deep purple in the sun. Another type of Aeonium there. And then we've got loads of pots of Begonias, which again, these were all reductions at the end of season last year. Can't remember how much I paid for them. Yeah, £2.99 to 50p, so I bought loads of pots of them and just keep them over here dry over winter, and they should spring up again in the next month or so. Again, some more little agave pups taken off the main plant. Grass grown in there as well, lovely. So that is about it. Got some the purple heart. Got several pots of that about, which I had in the front garden last year. It's quite a nice. Some they don't look too hot over winter, but you see there's probably a bit of slug or snail damage on them, but they do well in the summer, and they're just an easy propagator plant. You can literally just any stem that falls off, stick it back in the soil, and that'll root again. Nice, easy, solid plant. Right, I had planned to do a different video this weekend. I thought about, after last week's video about cord lines and whatnot, I had a lot of comments on the cord lines, a lot of people liking the cord lines as I do, so I was going to do a video on all the different types that I grow, but that'll be one for next weekend, I think, because like I say, it's just too windy out there and the audio won't be good. So I have done a video similar to that in the summer, where all the different types of cord lines I grow, but obviously again a lot more people watching the videos now, so I think that'd be worth revisiting that. Okay, let's leave it at that. From a rather sad, cold greenhouse. I'll see you later, and thanks for watching.